All right, folks, there have been a few of you that have been wanting some updates on what's been going on around the shop. We've been crazy busy, but I'll let Jake tell you what's going on.
What's working on there, Jake?
What's up, everybody? I'm working on this ESAB ruffian welder. I'm getting it all situated, ready to go to the customer, so making sure everything is tightened and securing all the little handles and stuff. This is a really cool project that we did for ESAB. This is the brand new ESAB ruffian welder. It's a gas-powered welder that you can take and put on the back of your truck, take out to the field, do welding. If you're on a farm, this is great. But you can see we've got like these huge off-road tires and stuff on here, so we basically pimped this thing out and made it like an off-road edition. It's got a winch on here and some lights, and we gave it away. So I'm just getting everything tied down and making sure the ratchet straps are tight because it's going all the way to Canada, and I don't want to get there and it be all banged up. So let me show you guys a couple other things we got going on in the shop here. We've got axles that are going out. We've got this is just one example of an axle that we would be building for a customer who gets something that's kind of custom. This is just a 14 volt with a couple tubes on there. We build these axles from this point all the way up to a turnkey axle with shafts and everything. So we got one going out the door today. Over here, we just got this back from Powder Coat, and it's going to be a pretty cool project. It's a Vision Series RSS. So that means that this buggy, because it's an RSS, means that it gets rear steer and a supercharger. And this thing is super, super bright, which is gonna be really cool because no matter where he's at, you're definitely gonna notice him. Over here on this side, we've got this buggy right here is getting a supercharger upgrade. So he's going from a standard 427 stroker to an LSA supercharged 427 stroker, which is a really cool upgrade. Makes a ton of torque and much more horsepower. The buggy behind it, we're just doing a little bit of a upgrade on one of the ignition switches on there, just kind of changing that out. It's in here for an oil change and some other stuff, so just kind of like some maintenance stuff. We've got Matt's buggy over here that's...
we won't talk about that.
We don't want to talk about that, yeah. We blew the motor in this thing, flipped it over, and accidentally started it with the oil in the cylinder, so it hydrolocked, broke the pistons. Engine should be back in a couple days, and we'll be working on it. Over here, CNC stuff. We've got arms. Look at this. You see how many arms that we have sitting right here? That's like, what, I don't know, 30 something arms. These things sell like crazy because they work, they're strong, they're a lot less expensive than some of the other options, and we do all the machining right here. So this arm right here got a cool Busted Knuckle logo. It's got the keyway back there in the back, and it's ready to go to some customer. We machine a ton of stuff here right in stock, man. We've got our lathe and our mill all sitting right here doing all sorts of different jobs. This is one of them. Here's another one. That's another high steer arm. That's for the Reed Super Kingpin. Big, big boy. We've got hats for brakes. We've got upside down transfer case adapters. We've got a lot of stock that's ready to go to the mill to get cut for different projects and stuff as well. Over in this area is our axle final assembly. We've got mill and lathe. We did a little rearranging over here to kind of make it look cool, you know. Here we've got the four-seater. I don't know if you want to show them the four-seater or not just yet.
You can give a little taste.
Yep. So this is the four-seater that we're working on. As you can see, we've got our 4 doors right here. We've put a lot of engineering into this that's a little bit different than what we've done in the past. Spent a lot more time making parts that actually key together. We now have a laser cutter and a CNC press brake, so we're able to utilize those tools to make this thing have a lot more features in it. We're starting to kind of get to the point where we're doing exhaust. We're going to start doing some plumbing, and we're putting the 4 links underneath it today. So we've probably only got about a week or 2 left before it goes to powder coat. Really excited about that. We've got another buggy that is getting ready to go to the customer. This is basically just a chassis, and it's going to have a couple tabs and stuff welded on it, but it's just basically a chassis that the customer can pick up and they can finish at the house. We've got another one over here that's getting started. This is going to be a turnkey buggy right over here, and it's got the first couple parts of it. So we've got the Vision Series table right over here, the Ride Series table right here, and then this is our 4-seater. So each one of these tables is a jig table for one of our different models. Over here in the other shop, we've got a whole lot of cool stuff happening over here too. This is our axle fabrication shop, and also where we do all of our laser cutting. And we've got another buggy that's getting ready to go out to powder coat in about a week and a half. So they're finishing up with the final body panels on this buggy, and then it'll go to powder coat. Once it's at powder coat, it'll come back, and that'll be our next month delivery slot. So that's going to be about 3.5, 4 weeks from now, and that one will be a turnkey buggy. You can see over here all these axles that we have. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 axles in fabrication process right now. And on a daily basis, we have a new axle going out to a customer who's bought something, or one of our turnkey buggies. So we got a whole lot of stuff going on back here.
So most axles that are built back here are all turnkey builds, and so everything's all jigged into place. So that way, you know, if you need to order one for one of the buggies you're building yourself, or for one of the turnkey buggies, that it's all going to bolt together and be perfect. So this one might look a little different than most because it is the rear steer axle for the 4-seater, and it's upper trailing arm. So it has these giant bump stop pads. There are also link mounts. That's gonna be sick. I'm pretty pumped about the 4-seater.
Fabrication area for all of our sheet metal stuff. And then over here we've got our lasers. And right now we're cutting a whole bunch of different brackets. All these brackets right here are basically nested out for one of our new Ride Series buggies. And if we look at the machine, it's actually cutting right now. So if you look back here in the back, I'll open up the machine. It's actually cutting. We've got 1,000 little, the little tabs that we put our body panels on. We're cutting 1,000 of those right now, and you can actually see right over here, the red is what it's cut, and the white's what it has left to do. But you can see how quickly it cuts. That's a pierce. That's a hole. It's gonna pierce, or actually it puts the part number in it. And then as soon as it gets done with that, it's gonna cut the outside. And that's the tab. So yeah, we got a whole lot of stuff going on, guys. This is what the end product looks like when it's all said and done. BK22, beautiful, beautiful cut, nice and smooth. All right, so myself and Jason split a lot of the engineering around here in the design work, and what we're working on right now is a spare tire carrier for the buggy that we have going to Italy. So we're actually designing a spare tire carrier to kind of hang off the back of the chassis. We're working on a couple different designs and a couple different features, but you can see, got the spare tire sitting here. We got all of our tubing in there, and we're starting to get everything laid out. So before too long, this design will go and get processed by our tube notchers and welders, and we'll have this thing on a buggy ready to rock. I want to tell you guys something. You know, we're really proud about what we do here. We're really excited about our customers and everything that we have going on. And if you're in the market for one of these off-road buggies, come to the shop and let me take you for a rip in one of these things, man. It'll change your mind about what a rock bouncer is and what a rock bouncer can be. The ride is smooth. It's super capable. It makes you just happy to be in one. It doesn't beat you to death. It's a completely different version of what you've seen before in the past. If you've ridden in your buddy's rock bouncer and you think that they're a terrible ride and all that stuff, this is not the same buggy. Come to Busted Knuckle Off Road and let us take you for a ride. Also check out our websites, bustedknucklegear.com, where you can get all your apparel, bustedknuckleoffroad.com, you got your parts and accessories, and you can even go in there and price out a turnkey model.